Pinto, you said stomach cramps. How is he in terms of tomorrow?
Yeah, stomach cramps. I think perhaps a bit expected after being out with a bad stomach for 6 days. Immediately after the game, he felt really uncomfortable and had to spend some minutes on the toilet. But in general, so it seems to be everything's okay for tomorrow. And we'll make a late decision with him. If he's ready to go really again in the starting lineup, but not too concerned. So yesterday he felt much better, and we'll see how it develops over the next 24 hours. But I'm not too concerned with him.
What about your goal scoring midfielder, Alex Stetson? 3 games in the week is too much, do you think?
Yeah, with him we also will make a late decision. I'm not too concerned. So in general, Alex is in a really good shape from his physical condition. It's more like it's also a mental load because he has to speak and to lead a lot, and also we have to be a bit careful with his knee. And I got the feeling in the especially in the end of in the second half in the last game, he seemed to be a bit tired. But if he scores when he's had such goals, so he can be always tired. So it's not a big problem. But in general, so the load at the moment is a lot, and especially when you just have two days to recover, we will have to be a bit careful with several lads who were not so much involved during preseason, especially with a bit the older guys, especially with Alex Teti with his knees, also with Ivo. We'll make a late decision. Grant Henley had no preseason and got hit on his chin in the first half, and it was pretty painful. So to be honest, I'm also a bit concerned with him, and we'll make a late decision with him. With all the other lads, it seems to be okay. We'll just wait and have also a chat with my offensive players, because I got the feeling Jordan Rhodes worked a lot, and although he was not able to score, but I was really pleased with him in the last game. And especially Timo, his workload is quite high at the moment, and he works a lot, not only scoring. So I think he scored so far in each and every of our home games. But he's also working a lot, and we'll have a chat with him how he feels, because it's also important that you are really fresh in the offense, and you feel really comfortable. So I'm thinking about a few changes for tomorrow, but I'm not too concerned because of injuries.
With Tete and the area that he plays in the pitch, it looks like you do have options there. Tom Tribal could play in that area, not an identical type of player, but in that field, Godfrey, Louis Thompson. So that must come into your thinking as well, that you do have alternatives maybe.
Yes, absolutely. So I really got the feeling in this year, especially in this area of the pitch, we have several options, so we can react on tactical necessities. So all a bit different players, and hopefully also Mario Funches is hopefully back soon. So we have many options in this area, whatever we need in tactical terms. With Ben Godfrey, a good header, a more defensive oriented player who is also pretty much in my thoughts for the centre-back position. With Louis Thompson, a guy who wins many battles and is able to drive. With Tom Tribal, a player who never gives the ball away. So, different type of players, and they are all in my thoughts.
I was going to ask you about Vramčić. Whereabouts are we now in terms of his rehabilitation?
Pretty good news. He's back in team training, and of course he missed preseason, and in general he needs a bit to be really game ready. But he's back in team training. No problems anymore, and I think we can plan with him with 100% after the international break. We will see. Perhaps he's will be involved, for example, not for tomorrow, but could be that there's a surprise for perhaps the Cardiff game or then the Ipswich game, that he's already in the squad. Would be normally a bit too soon, but he looks pretty good in team training, and hope to have him also back for the game day squads pretty soon.
Setting aside, obviously, you might have a decision to make on Hanley, but how much food for thought has that given you now when you brought Christoph on and went to the 3 at the back? Now we know you played the 3 last season, but I mean, you did say that probably was the catalyst the other night in terms of what it allowed you to do. So moving forward now, is that firmly back in your thoughts?
Yes, back in my thoughts as well, and yeah, when you remind me to this sometimes is perhaps a bit like chess, and sometimes you can win a chess game. No, it would be difficult when you have no influence as a coach. So sometimes when you got the feeling you have to help the players and you have to be there with a tactical change to win the game, then you have to do this. And yeah, sometimes it really works, and then we all can be happy. So it's one of our biggest strengths that even the opponent's coach are not able to predict how we come in 3-man formation, 4-man formation, what we even do during the game, and that we can react when we realize, okay, we have some problems in the game, and it's always in our thoughts, to play like this. But yeah, if we choose to play with 3-man formation, it also has an effect that perhaps we cannot bring, like in the last Preston game, in the starting lineup, 4 offensive players, because then it's more like, okay, you have 2 strikers and number 10, so and when you want to play more with 4 offensive players, then it's a bit difficult to bring this in a 3-man formation. So you have to think about all the things which are important for this game, and that's what I'm trying to do. And hopefully we find a good solution.
You tried Ben Marshall higher up the pitch in a slightly different role. I don't know what your thoughts on how much that worked on Wednesday, and is that something that maybe will take a little bit of time? Because I guess when Ben's played in that role previously, he's maybe been more of a traditional winger than a sort of a tucked-in player that it looked like he was on Wednesday.
Yeah, first of all, Ben Marshall, for me, he's a brilliant player. So he's always there wherever he played. He was always there with several assists and several goals as a midfield player. He's a brilliant touch, really good in set pieces, can play the final pass. And I think he's outstanding with his crossing technique, and in general with his technique, we are pretty pleased to have him. To be honest, it's also one of his strengths that he's flexible. So his role will also differ. When we got the feeling, okay, we need, for example, a right fullback who is there with many crossing situations, concentrate on the good passing style, on being pretty offense. I think he's perfect for a right fullback role. If we got the feeling, okay, we need him a bit more like on the sideline to be there with crosses like a right winger, we need him a bit more like this. And if we got the feeling, okay, we had to play a bit more like a midfield player to use his technique, then he will play more in this in the midfield role. So he's still a bit in his process to adapt to our game. I think in the beginning of the season he was really brilliant. So in Birmingham he was there with an outstanding performance, as a brilliant assist in the role as a right fullback. Yeah, then we had to be honest, in the following games he was doesn't look so comfortable against the long balls of the opponent, and was there with slight mistakes in his positioning, and for that we decided then to bring him a bit higher on the pitch. And yeah, he was a bit struggling. I got the feeling in adapting to this role, because in the weeks before he just played on the right fullback position. So in general, I wouldn't judge it too hard. So we're pretty pleased that we have him, and he will make many good games either in the fullback position or in a higher position, I'm pretty sure.
Just one more. Emmy obviously looked quite impressive when he came on Wednesday. Would he be capable of starting? Is he ready at that level, or is it take a bit of time?
I think in general, when I call a player in our squad, he is also anyhow able to be there in the starting lineup. So in general, otherwise I wouldn't call a player in our game day squad. With him, I think at the moment, because he missed preseason, then he was out with a small injury, and then obviously he was 5 days at home because of a really nice event, the birth of his child. I think it's a bit more in my plans, because he can add something special when to our game, and can create, especially when the opponent is tired a lot, and he can change and influence the game so much. I think it's also good to have such a player with such an effect, to bring him in when we were, for example, struggling a bit, like we were struggling against Preston, and have then a decent impact in the last, for example, 30 minutes or whatever for the game. So it's a bit more in my thoughts at the moment, because I think he still needs 1 or 2 weeks to be there really in the physical shape to play 90 minutes on this level. But anyhow, we could also find a solution with him to let him start, but I wouldn't say that he's able right now to play 90 minutes. And it would mean, okay, perhaps after, let's say 60 minutes or whatever, I have to substitute him. It's a bit more like to find the right strategy. What is better, to bring him in the starting lineup or to influence the game a bit later, more in the crunch time period in the last 30 minutes. And I think it would be perhaps smart to. I think after the international break, he's totally prepared to start. Till then, I think it would be smart to do it in a bit different way.
Perfect, Daniel. Thank you very much.
Good.